angle, better lighting. You can see my face and have it not look terrifying. I had a clean shave today. I think I got everything. Yeah, I got everything, yeah. You're probably wondering, why the hell is my hair tied up? I don't know. Bark, bark, bitch. Now I've got my spaniel ears out. Hey, you know what I've never listened to? Neutral Milk Hotel. I don't know anybody who's actually listened to Neutral Milk Hotel. They're literally the band whose album cover is on all the indie memes, but do you actually know anybody that's listened to it? Probably a lot of people, and it's just me who is the idiot who isn't in on the whole thing. Album cover, you know, that one, the drum head. I always thought it was a potato slice as a kid. I remember my brother having that as his computer screen when he was a teenager, because of course he would. You know, my brother Theodore. He then immediately replaced it with a melancholy picture, so I just assumed it was another Smashing Pumpkins record. Well, if I haven't heard of it, that must mean it sucks. I'm finally gonna stop being a poser. I'm finally gonna stop being a pleb who isn't in on all the trendy indie albums. And I'm finally gonna do what I was put on this earth to do. Listen to albums that other people like. This is Neutral Milk Hotel. My lighting will stop changing every 3 bloody seconds. This is In the Aeroplane, Over the Sea, Reaction. Let's get right into it. This is the first song, The King of the Carrot Flowers, Part 1. Already with that title, we're in for an indie rock treat. Roughly recorded acoustic guitars, okay. I'm liking the production so far, the panned vocals. It feels very whole, despite being very minimal. Aww, poor dad. Ooh. Accordion! Or maybe that's an organ, or a melodica, or any of those instruments, I don't know. Oh wow, that's fun. I like that keyboard. Gives a very classic feel. This is very dreamy. Well, that was a nice little intro track, I must say. Well, the lyrics were quite sad, but, you know, it's an indie rock album, of course it's going to be sad. I like the fact that despite it being very minimal in its instrumentation, it did feel very whole. It didn't feel like there were any empty spaces. It was very relaxing. It's very late 90s. Despite the fact that this isn't really my favorite kind of music to listen to, I'm kind of out of my comfort zone here. I must say that was a very strong and pleasant intro. I'm gonna give that 4 stars. I'm gonna love having to lean forward every time I turn this on. The next song is The King of the Carrot Flowers, Part 2 and 3. I like how it leads into each other. I don't see why you could just make it one whole track though. Alright, very folky country feel with the guitar. Not a big fan of the vocals on this one. I don't really like this guy singing if I'm being perfectly honest. Ooh. Okay. This is picking up. I love the distorted sound. Oh, this is picking up. Ooh, trumpet! Okay. This is very kind of quirky kid music. Okay. Alright. Love that swirly feel. Oh shit! Yeah! It sounds like it was made in a basement. I love this. Honestly, I still don't really like this guy's vocals, but, you know, the instrumentation's very interesting, and the vibe it gives off, it gets me really into it, despite that, you know. You gotta remember, I know nothing about this band, or even this album. I don't know how successful this was. I'm completely blind with this. So, this is actually really exciting for me. Hearing it, knowing no trivia, or anything like, ooh, I know what that is. I know nothing about this. And so far, I'm having a good time. Oh, that's it. Oh, I wanted that to go on longer, man. I was enjoying that. I like the roughness of it. You know, the constant peaking, the fact that you can hear like glitches in the tape, or like the singer going, okay, like that's the end of the take. I'm gonna give that 5 actually. You know, I don't really like the guy's voice on that one, but the trumpet was really cool. The energy was great. It really picked up, and it was a total blast. It was a total blast. Now again to the title track in the Aeroplane Over the Sea. Alright. Again, very folky. This is a very Bob Dylan kind of sound. Vocals sound better here. Ooh, nice shuffly jazz rhythm on the drums. Those keyboards, like they sound like flutes or sirens in the sea. Kind of almost has the kind of sea shanty feel to it. Just pretend this is a beer can. Ooh, trumpet again. I'm vibing to this. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants, darker than yellow and forest is he. SpongeBob SquarePants. This is good bit. This painting in the background kind of suits this. Now it's starting to sound creepy. I always loved the kind of pickly string sound. It kind of reminds me of spiders crawling up the wall. Loving how like you can hear like the moving about or the clicking of things at the end. You know what? I'm gonna give that a 5 as well. I know I come off like a total kiss ass, but maybe it's because I had no idea what to expect with this album and it's my first time hearing it. But this is really surprising me. I'm not really the biggest fan of like folk music or like indie rock music or the 90s in general. I'm more of a 70s, 80s guy. But this is just really pleasant to listen to. I love the folk feel. I love the swingy back and forth kind of sea shanty feel to it. Track 4, Two-Headed Boy. Alright, bit of a Love Will Tear Us Apart kind of fast rhythm here. Okay, I'm actually starting to warm up to this guy's voice. Initially I didn't like this guy singing, but it actually really does. You know, I actually take that back. I'm not a fan of this guy singing. I like the fast rhythm to it, but I don't think this guy is a great singer. Nah. And here's the thing, I know the production's meant to be very low res, but the last song, the production really helped. But here, it actually makes his vocals, which already aren't that great, sound even worse. I'm not into this track, I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting messages from Flex Entertainment. And this is one of the longer songs too. Poldo29 commented on my Yeezus review. Already one of my favourite channels on YouTube, smiley face. Poldo29, if you're watching this, thank you. If I jiggle enough, my tits start jumping up and down. Okay, I'm liking this outro. You know, it's slowing down. It's quite nice. Okay, I'm actually liking this outro. The it's calming down. Oh, well, I must say, I'm really loving the flow of this album, with every song kind of leading into each other. It gives it a very fast feel. I'm going to give that song a 3, to be perfectly honest. I love the rhythm to it. It's very fast. I can't stand the guy's vocals. I get that it's the sound, it's a different genre that I don't listen to often, but his vocals just really aren't for me. With that said, again, I think the rhythm is really nice, and I loved the outro. Honestly, the outro on its own is like 5 stars, and I think it really saved the song for me when it slows down and he starts doing the lead. It's nice. It's really nice. The next song is The Fool. That is me for not listening to this album sooner. Ooh, whole brass section. Loving the rhythm with the snare drum and the tambourine. Thing is, I'm a music over lyrics guy. Evidently, I like Kanye West. A song can be really short, have no lyrics at all, and I will love it over other stuff simply because it sounds good to me. The lighting makes my beard look darker than it actually is.
Oh yeah, I'm from an early 2000s new metal band. We're called Roaches of the Dawn. Just check out our stuff. I rap on it.
I know it's just an interlude, but I'm going to give that 5 because, like I said, I'm a music over lyrics guy. A song can be 1 minute and 53 seconds long, have no vocals on it whatsoever, but if it sounds really gorgeous, I don't care, you know? To me, I much preferred that over the previous track. Next song is Holland, 1945. I'm from Holland, isn't that weird? There we go. Okay, once again, good rhythm. Ooh! This really reminds me of one of my brother's old bands. Okay, the vocals sound better here. I think it's a case of more tone than pitch. It's simultaneously both relaxing and really energetic at the same time. They seem to have found a middle ground here. Me, Lil Croc, Lil Mosquito Disease, working on some shit! The trumpets really add everything here. It's like the little cherry on top that just makes it extra. What? Where's my phone? I said, where's my phone? You're filming on it, you bloody div. Should I tell this guy that I'm filming a reaction? Yeah, I'm giving that 5 stars. That was my favourite song so far. It was very distorted and lo-fi. I'm starting to get its massive influence now because there are loads of other artists that I've heard, even briefly, where I can actually hear it. Thanks, man. I'm filming a reaction vid right now. I'll listen to it in a bit. Say something for the video. Funny face. This next song is called Communist Daughter. Keep your daughter away from me, lad. Ooh. Loving the night effects. Communist Daughter. I need food for my family. Here, have this Neutral Milk Hotel CD, and I'll have your goat. Aww. He just sent me, I hope your reactions do well because you deserve it. You have a great personality and have it in your to make it far. Mwah. I hope you see this. You know who you are. Mwah. I'm really loving this guy's deep voice. I think I'd prefer it if he sang deeper. I'm loving how dreamy it feels with the wind sound overpowering the guitars and the vocals. The vocals are very much like communism in practice. Very oppressing. Woo! Cool outro. Okay, this is actually getting very scary. B minor? Yeah, alright. I'm gonna give that 4. It wasn't very catchy, and it wasn't long enough to have any staying power. But I must say, I love the effects, how much they overpower the actual instruments. I've noticed that's a theme throughout a lot of these songs. And also, I like this guy's deep singing. I think this guy should sing deeper more often. Got another message here. Hopefully you're enjoying whatever album you listen to. Thanks! It's Neutral Milk Hotel. Alright, let's get into the next song. Oh, Comely? I don't know. Once again, we've got a 3 rhythm. 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like swaying on a hammock or being in your rocking chair by the sea. Comely. I've proven myself to be very bad at English. I'm really disappointing my teachers. I got an A in English. It was my best subject. I'm not doing English very good. Okay, this one, he has more of a harsh tone to it. I think sounds pretty cool. I like the chord progression. Very eerie. Ooh, okay, we're getting somewhere. His vocals again aren't great, but they're very emotive here, and I think it's starting to win me over. There's a lot of passion behind it. I know I've made this artist comparison before, but it does kind of remind me of Bob Dylan a bit. You know, despite having not the best vocal chops, you know, the writing and the songs themselves are so passionate and so well written, it kind of carries it, you know what I mean? Well, we're 3 minutes in. I was gonna say this is boring, but it's actually gone by quicker than I realised, so clearly I am hypnotised by it. All in your ovaries? I don't have ovaries. When my girlfriend is mad at me, is she ovary acting? That's gonna be the joke that gets me dumped. 500 families, will she remember me? 50 years later, I wish I could save her in some sort of time machine. How is it I know all the words? It's actually really scary. I just sang along with that perfectly without ever hearing this song. This is actually kind of frightening. I don't know how I did that. Oh, we got the horns again. I'll admit, it is starting to get a little bit gimmicky now. Oh, time signature change. That transition was seamless. I didn't even notice that happening. Bloody hell. Oh, slowing down for the outro. Cool. That was a really impressive song. For a song that was 8 minutes, it felt way shorter. It went by a lot quicker than it did. I am starting to get a bit tired of the horns. The vocals were quite expressive. It was a very dark song. I could really feel the pain behind it. Time signature was really well done, and I'm just really scared how the bloody hell I knew those lyrics without ever hearing the song. Next song, Ghost. When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's going to enter you. When I wake up, loving that distorted sound. I can't tell if that is a guitar that's just been really processed or if that's a keyboard. Again, good fast rhythm. Oh, Kit coming in. Oh, I'm really loving this country blues feel to it. It's like if Mumford and Sons weren't shit. This has got me. His vocals are much better on this one. Again, the horn. I'm starting to get pretty sick of the horns, I won't lie. My hair looks so nice. Ooh! Is that a theremin? Ooh! Oh, that finish! Oh man, dude, that was a brilliant song. You know, that gets 5 stars from me. You know, it had me from the beginning. It got better and better and better, and that finish at the end, bloody hell. I actually have no problems with that song. That gets 5 stars. The next song is Parentheses, untitled Parentheses. I know this! I don't know where I've heard it, but I know this song! Is that like a kid toy saxophone or something? Oh man, the different instruments on that, the keys. Oh man, I'm having so much fun with this. Oh, bloody hell! Oh man, this is so cool! It's just like an explosion of colour and sounds. Oh, that finish. Oh, that echoed sound. Oh, I'm much preferring the instrumentals on this album, I must admit. That was like pet sounds played through a massive loudspeaker and someone just forgot to monitor it. Like the amount of the levels of sounds, the different instruments, it just resulted in this massive explosion. It was a colourful explosion of that. Beautiful song on the album that don't even have a name. You lame kids with no names. Now we get to the final song. You know what? I must say this album moves by so quickly. Not just because of its short length, but damn, like it goes by really fast. This is Two-Headed Boy Part 2. And it's an ad for Squarespace. I've already got Squarespace, you poo-poo pee-pee. You ooh-ooh. These noises are nightmarish. How did they create it? I'm seeing scream. I'm in an indie band. Well, it's a nice sentiment. I'm really sorry. I know people really love this stuff, but I really cannot stand his vocals on this track. It's kind of ruining it for me. This might actually be his worst vocal performance on this whole record. And there's none of that lovely, explosive sound from the other songs to actually, like, distract from the fact. I'm gonna pull phases and see which one I'm gonna put in, like, the drum head. I preferred the previous song. I'd rather that have been the outro, to be honest, because it was so explosive. It was like the big end credits, that's all folks kind of moment.
A biggity biggity biggity, that's all folks.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Don't hate her when she gets up.
You know what, I'm actually going to give that 2 stars. I'm sorry, but his vocals are just not something that I really like, and I felt like that was his worst vocal performance on the whole album. And it kind of just made me a bit miserable. I kind of feel like shit now. Maybe that was the point, you know, but that doesn't mean I enjoyed it. Alright, you know what, that album moved way quicker than I thought it did. It was very short, it was very brisk, and that was something I really liked. I have to really consider what I rate this album, because I need to look at this from a critic's mind. You know, do I think it's technically good? You know, take into consideration the cultural impact it has. But I've also got to consider my own personal feelings. You know, did I enjoy this? I did. To be honest, I didn't think it was the greatest thing I've ever heard. I will, if I'm being very critical, I will say I don't like the guy's singing. I don't think he's a very good singer. I think he's very emotive, and I think he's a very good songwriter. He's able to write a really good sea shanty or a really good kind of folk ballad. What did win me over, however, was how gorgeous the songs sounded. It was very lo-fi, it was very recorded in the basement kind of feel, and they used their limitations to their advantage, because instead of all the production errors sounding like mistakes or things that weren't intentional, everything here sounds on purpose. The untitled instrumental track sounded gorgeous. It was my favourite sounding track. But overall, it was a very fun album to listen to. It was very interesting. A 7 out of 10 for me. I know a lot of people worship this album and will probably kill me for not giving it a 10 or whatever, but I've got to be very honest of what I personally enjoy as both a critic and also just someone who likes listening to music. And considering this is not my kind of music and I'm completely out of my comfort zone, I was still very surprised by this album, and it was a pleasant experience. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Don't forget to subscribe. Everyone who watched my Yeezus reaction, thank you so much. It really made my evening seeing how quickly that video got views, and all you people who subscribed from that video, I hope you liked this reaction, and I promise to do more Kanye reactions as you guys seem to really like that. Also, again, please join my Patreon. I need money. I'm very serious about this. Don't make me resort to OnlyFans, please. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Put down recommendations for what you want to see me react to in the future. I can't promise I will react to all of them, because there might be an artist you request and I'm like, I've already listened to it and I love it. You know, I want to react to albums I've never heard before. So don't be afraid if it's not a popular album. Request albums in the comments and I will consider them for future reactions. Peace out, everyone, and don't forget, frogs rock!